Did you know that 75% of people fear public speaking more than death? That's right, many are more terrified of talking in front of a crowd than of dying. In fact, studies show that public speaking anxiety affects nearly 3 out of 4 people. But here's the twist: the best speakers, like Jack Ma, didn't start out as natural-born orators. They mastered it over time. What if I told you that success as a speaker is less about talent and more about habits? The way you prepare, listen, and connect with your audience can make you a great speaker, even if you're starting from scratch. In this video, you'll learn how Jack Ma, the billionaire founder of Alibaba, turned his fear and failures into powerful speaking strategies. We'll dive into the real secrets behind his speeches and show you how to apply them to become a master communicator. Whether you're giving a presentation or simply having a conversation, these strategies will change the way you speak forever. Stay tuned to discover how listening, storytelling, confidence, and even failure can help you become the speaker you've always wanted to be. You won't want to miss these life-changing tips. Chapter 1. We all know that speaking is important, but do you know that listening is the real game changer? Jack Ma believes that the best leaders and speakers are those who listen more than they talk. When you actively listen to your audience, you're not only gathering information but also creating a connection. Studies show that good listening makes you 40% more likely to gain trust in professional settings. When you can understand what your audience thinks, you can speak to what they need, not just what you want to say. Ma himself often credits his success to listening to others, whether it was his team or even his competitors. Listening makes you a more empathetic speaker, which is crucial for connecting deeply with others. Great speakers use silence strategically. It's not just about talking non-stop, it's about allowing space for your words to land. By listening carefully, you also gain insights into how to adapt your message. Silence doesn't mean awkwardness, it's a chance for both the speaker and the audience to reflect. Jack Ma often says, the more you listen, the more you understand what you need to say. Use this approach to transform your communication and become a speaker who doesn't just speak but truly connects. Chapter 2. Why are we drawn to stories? It's because they paint pictures in our minds. When Jack Ma speaks, he doesn't just talk, he weaves stories that stick with you long after his words fade. Studies show that people are 22 times more likely to remember a story than a fact alone. This is why storytelling is essential for any great speaker. Instead of overwhelming your audience with data, share stories that make your message come to life. Ma uses storytelling to make complex business concepts accessible and relatable. A great story can turn a dry lecture into a vibrant experience. For example, when Jack Ma talks about his rise from a teacher to the founder of Alibaba, he doesn't just tell facts. He takes his listeners on a journey. That's the secret of storytelling. It isn't about facts, but about emotions and connections. Think of your favorite speech. Chances are, it was the speaker's story that made it memorable, not just their facts. Remember, the best speakers aren't those who talk the most, but those who make their audience feel something. Chapter 3. Confidence can make or break a speaker. But confidence doesn't mean arrogance. Jack Ma often emphasizes that a great speaker speaks with authority, but always remains humble. The difference? Confidence invites respect, but arrogance drives people away. In fact, research shows that 67% of people prefer a humble leader over an arrogant one. Ma believes that a good speaker should be confident in their ideas but should never lose the ability to listen and learn. Your confidence should make others trust you, not fear you. Speaking with humility means being open to other perspectives, even when you're an expert in your field. Confidence comes from experience, but humility builds long-term trust. Ma himself admits that his greatest lessons didn't come from his successes but from his failures. When you own your flaws, people are more likely to respect you, even when you're speaking to a large crowd. Remember, the best speakers are those who speak with a clear message but leave room for others' opinions. If you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get more life-changing lessons from Jack Ma and other successful leaders. Chapter 4. One of Jack Ma's most powerful lessons is learning to fail forward. Failure isn't something to shy away from, it's something to embrace. Ma's own journey is filled with setbacks. From failing the university entrance exam multiple times to being rejected by thousands of investors, he learned that each failure brought him closer to success. And this is key to becoming a great speaker. Failure teaches you more than success ever could. When you make a mistake while speaking, instead of panicking, learn from it. Research indicates that the most successful people fail 7 times more than others. This shows that failure is a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Don't fear making mistakes in your speeches. Use each one to refine your skills. If you trip over your words or lose your place, don't let it shake you. Instead, take it as an opportunity to grow. Jack Ma is proof that mistakes aren't just normal, they're essential for improvement. Embrace failure and turn every slip into a chance for progress. Chapter 5. Words are powerful, but sometimes, it's the silence that truly resonates. Jack Ma is a master of non-verbal communication. His pauses are never awkward, they are deliberate, giving the audience time to reflect. Studies show that 55% of communication is non-verbal, so mastering body language and facial expressions can make you a more compelling speaker. Ma's gestures, posture, and pacing all convey confidence and reinforce his message. One important tip is to make eye contact with your audience. Research has shown that speakers who maintain eye contact are perceived as more credible and trustworthy. But it's not just about looking at people, it's about showing you're engaged and confident in what you're saying. Silence during a speech can be a tool of emphasis, making your words land more deeply. So, don't rush through your speech. Let pauses do the heavy lifting. Jack Ma teaches us that silence, like words, can be an incredibly powerful communication tool. Chapter 6. Great speakers don't just talk at an audience, they speak with them. Jack Ma often adjusts his message based on the people he's addressing. Whether he's speaking to a room full of investors or a group of students, he tailors his words to their experiences and expectations. Research has found that adapting your message to your audience increases engagement by up to 40%. The best speakers understand their audience's needs and speak in a way that resonates with them. Rather than focusing on impressing your listeners with technical jargon or complex ideas, focus on connecting with them. When you speak with authenticity, your audience feels it. Jack Ma's secret to effective speaking is adaptability. He often says, you don't need to impress people, you need to connect with them. So, next time you speak, remember, it's not about showcasing your knowledge, but about creating a bridge to your audience's hearts and minds. If you enjoyed these tips and want to learn more from Jack Ma and other great leaders, don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insights on how to become a better speaker and leader.